Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Good. I was getting ready to put down a gym mat. I thought I was ready for yoga.
Yeah, my wife has a yoga studio, and we use her account for Zoom stuff because
Oh,
she's got
okay.
one of those unlimited deals, where it doesn't stop after 40 minutes or
I,
whatever.
I was gonna say I was right about to go get like a steam towel and get all ready and stuff.
Well, you should. You should. The only problem is it's 3,000 miles away, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. You manage. So, thanks again for taking the time to do this.
Of
I'm
course.
sure you've gone through hundreds of these Zoom things, especially during this pandemic. So, thanks again.
Yes, I have. I have. That's why I even have my special lighting. It's all great.
Nice. So, I mean, first off, tell me, I'm sure it's a repetitive question, but I mean, how's it been life during this pandemic, especially with the band?
Well, I mean, I'm one of the fortunate ones. I have this beautiful recording studio attached to my home. So I was able to do a lot of recording and music, which is what I love. So that was great. But I know it's rough for a lot of people. I also spend a lot of time with my family, and like most people, I spend a lot of time watching Netflix. So all good there, but yeah, I recognize that a lot of people were struggling. Our road crew was struggling, so we were doing things to try and help them uh, to make ends meet. Because that for road crew, especially guys at the pro level that we have, they only make their living from touring. So, it was we made it a project for ourselves to try and help those guys out because it's not their fault that they were out of work for over a year. So we did what we could to help, and hopefully we made a difference. Nobody starved.
It probably gives you, I mean, I've been hearing this a lot. A lot of bands have kind of got like a new appreciation, being able to kind of step back from the music and kind of see things kind of everywhere, like how you were contributing to those other members. I mean, just because you're not playing instruments doesn't mean that you're not, in fact, a part of the band.
Yeah, well, and that's very much our philosophy. I mean, it's very familial with us. Yeah, I mean, I have a new appreciation for just being out in the world. It's a great thing when it can happen safely. So yeah, I do. Yeah, appreciation's a good word.
Beyond obviously your Netflix kick, I guess, you take up any more hobbies maybe during this? I mean, was it
Well,
like,
I was doing my hot Pilates, which you were joking about earlier, but I was very religious about doing hot Pilates twice a week during the pandemic. It wasn't always hot Pilates because it was at home doing it virtually, but yeah, man, having a physical exercise regimen was very, very important.
and though I know you play a number of instruments, but mainly bass, I mean, well, obviously with the band, did you maybe pick up another instrument and it's like, you know what, I'm going to try out the flute?
No, I didn't play any. I didn't try any other instruments, but I did mess around a lot with the ones I do play.
Oh, okay. So, been kind of a lengthy tour. I mean, kind of out of the blue that you guys were doing, and I understand that it's going to be stopping toward the end of November in Florida before you
Yeah,
pick it up again in March. But
that's
what's
right.
kind of been like, I don't know, the feel of everything.
The feel of everything, is that what you said?
Yeah, just because
Yeah.
it's a different kind of atmosphere now because some people are still on edge with everything, and then there's some
Right.
people that are like dying to get out there and just
Yeah.
be entertained.
Well, I mean, we're finding, people definitely want to hear music, but I think understandably people are still, they're still being cautious, which I think is good. We're asking people to voluntarily do some COVID protocols at shows. Listen, it is a different world now. We've all been affected by this, and it's all been a big part of our lives. So I think it can't help but have residual effects. But overall, the excitement for music, the anticipation to see a live band, that's very much alive and only grows, I believe.
Yeah, and it definitely seems that way with you guys. I mean, I've seen you guys perform a number of times, and even though there's like not everybody has been there the same length as everybody else. Obviously, Mick's been there a lot longer, but you guys got a camaraderie on stage that's almost like infectious. Like
Oh,
everybody
good.
feels that energy. Like you guys seem to love playing with each other, and
We
that
do.
energy really resonates.
And you know what? It's 100% real. It really, really is. I mean, I love the guys in the band. I mean, personally, of course, but and they're all incredible musicians. We love to play together. We all know that we listen. Um, that's the most special thing about being in a band. You know, despite all the hardships and besides all the glory and all that kind of crap, it really boils down to when you feel good making music with the people you're making music with, when it sounds great, when the other players listen to each other and work off of one another. That's why I do this. That's magic to me. And then when that magic radiates into the crowd, now you got a show. And again, that's why I do this. I do this for the love of that making music and then connecting with first the band, then the audience. Best feeling in the world.
Has there ever even been a time since you've joined the band that you thought about, you know what? I know you got some of your solo stuff and you have a history of being with other bands. Has there ever been, you know what, maybe I should try going back, or you just never really could even fathom that now that you're with Foreigner?
Well, I will say I've never contemplated leaving Foreigner, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I try and fit in other things when I can, as much as I can, which is great because I mean, I have a need to make music all the time, so it is great that I can do that. But I love being in this band. I mean, I not only do I love the people, I love Mick Jones. I tremendously look up to him and have such infinite respect for his vision and his consistency about quality and his songwriting and everything about Mick I love. Um, he's just a wonderful human being, and it and then that radiates down to the rest of the band and management and everybody else, the road crew. It's like a family. How do you leave your family?
And I noticed, and not too long away, you guys are gonna have that what is it, the Rock and Romance cruise going on. So,
Yes.
so excited about that because I know it's a collection of other bands, and you're out at sea. Yeah, I hope you got your sea legs ready while you're out there.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I mean, that's um you know, we love doing these cruises because it's really fun and it's an opportunity to really kind of associate yourselves with the fans and um it's just a fun setting. You know, it's like, you know, it's a rock and roll boat. You know, what can I say? It's great.
And I'm just curious. I read this a while back. Is that true that you were one of the voices for the Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat? So so what
I was the voice of Johnny Cage in the Mortal Kombat game, yes.
what's your take on the reestablished movie? I mean, they brought it back. Are we going to see your cameo one day?
I seriously doubt it, but well, you know, unfortunately, I'm not a video game player, guys, so I don't really know anything about it. I just did the voice, you know, as a voiceover. Really enjoyed doing it, but I kind of don't have any feelings one way or the other, to be honest with you.
But if they call you and they ask, could you be Johnny Cage again? Who knows?
If they did, I would do my best to make it hapen, but I seriously doubt that'll happen. I think they can afford higher ticket voiceover people.
So what else is in store for you and the band? Obviously, seems like touring, and you only got a few months break before you're right back out doing it again. So
Yeah.
are you guys taking the time to put anything together? Are you guys writing, working on anything?
There is new music being tossed around. I mean, I don't see us doing a whole new record necessarily, but we are definitely tossing around some songs. So at some point, we will come out with some new music. Again, Mick Jones is in his quest for doing it right, never never thinks about deadlines. It's all about the music. So when it's right, it'll come out, and we are working on it. But but there's no timetable right now.
Yeah, because if you force it, then it's almost like you got all these filler songs, and it's
Don't need
not
that.
really a flowing album.
Don't need to do that anymore. It's all about just quality of song.
And just kind of wrapping it up, we are in October now, Halloween season. That any theatrics going to be going on with the band? You're not one of those bands that has like a costume set going on stage by any means, but anything?
Haven't thought about that. No plans at the moment. I'm not even sure where I don't think we're playing on Halloween. I don't think. But
I don't
anyway,
remember seeing you on there now.
yeah, I don't think there's a gig on that particular day. So don't know, but I will tell you that if you come to the show, you're going to be scared at how many songs you know.
Nice, nice. Well, looking forward to seeing one of those solos sometime soon. All right.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it, and it's been great.
Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye
You
bye.
take care too. Bye bye.